I see like an 8-point line versus the Dallas Cowboys, the Texans being 8-point favorites, and still thinking that they're going to smoke them. Like I don't take their next 3 opponents seriously, and almost like the next 3 weeks should be get right weeks.
The good news is the AFC South is pretty much on lockdown. And the next 3 games, the Texans are also not going up against very good teams. So you could argue, hey, this could be a perfect time for a ramp-up period. You wonder, and on the Twitter Spaces I did earlier today, the idea was broached by Corey Barrett, like, hey, like what would happen if the bye week was a little earlier? Because the Texans are kind of screwed by where their bye week is. It's week 14. Would they think about this a little bit more, and maybe not even firing Bobby Slowick, but just changing roles? Because changing roles probably makes more sense than getting rid of him entirely. I feel like at this moment in time, removing somebody, addition by subtraction, is not happening in the middle of a year, and especially when you got to go on to the next game and the next game and the next game. There's no break in between, and then you're going to have the 3 games in 10 days. You don't want to do it then either.
Yeah, I think they missed their boat if they were going to do it. That's why I really don't think it's going to happen at all.
The boats have been burned.
This was it. This was the window to play Sunday night and then to not play again until Monday because of where your bye week's at. It's a great point. Like, you really just don't have another opportune time. You're not going to do it on a short week unless you take Tennessee like that unseriously. And I don't even know. I really struggle to think of a way in which over the next 3 weeks that we're even really having these conversations. Now, we might still be saying, well, Bobby Slowick and this offense have to prove it against Kansas City and Baltimore. But as bad as things have kind of gone this year for the Texans offense, I see like an 8-point line versus the Dallas Cowboys, the Texans being 8-point favorites, and still thinking that they're going to smoke them. Like I don't take their next 3 opponents seriously, and almost like the next 3 weeks should be get right weeks.
Well, this lends itself to a question that we had yesterday, and we'll talk about some other disastrous coordinator situations in the next segment. But DJ and I were wondering about this yesterday. DJ believes that a get-right game for the Texans is as simple as a 2-touchdown win over the Cowboys on Monday. What do you feel like is the ideal amount of margin of victory for the Houston Texans against the Cowboys to get people feeling better? Because the vibes are down right now. They're bad, even though the Texans, as I said, are 4-1. They're not actually 6-4. They're 4-1. Thanks to Nico Collins' return. That's what they were with Nico Collins on the field.
Okay, I will accept a 2-touchdown victory.
Oh, that's it, God. You're so bare. Jesus.
If those 2 touchdowns come in the second half. If you win by 2 touchdowns.
So if they win 14-0 and
all 14 points. Well, no, see that. You're boxing me into a corner I don't like there, Paul.
I'm just asking questions.
I would accept 14 points. I would prefer to at least win by 20 or more. At least 20 points. Because it's Cooper Rush. Like, D'Amico is...
That's not cool, dude. Cooper Rush, the Cowboys were at one point 3-1 with Cooper Rush.
You're right. They were.
He won his first 4 starts.
That's true.
One of the greatest Cowboy starts ever.
That's true.
In fact,
And Davis Mills won his last start.
Roger Staubach didn't do that. Dak Prescott didn't do that. Troy Aikman didn't do that.
That's
facts.
True. I remember those graphics being up there. This is a good throwback to those like random trying too hard speak for your pizza shows.
Excuse you. That was the Paul Gallant show on October 3rd of 2022. You son of a.
I don't think I was here for that yet. So.
Oh, you weren't? Okay.
No, I was still at the other.
You weren't listening to me. Some friends you were.
No, probably. Probably not.
Okay. So to answer
20 points.
20 points. There we go.
Give me 20. And a lot of points. And points need to be scored in the second half, though. I think there is the caveat with that. You cannot be up 35-7 at the end of the first half and then win.
No, that's great actually.
And then win 35-20.
Well, 35-20. I would
honestly,
accept that. I would accept that.
If they don't score in the second half, I can't accept it.
But if they score 5 touchdowns in the first half,
I don't care.
Yeah, 5 touchdowns in the first half.
I need a touchdown in the second half. I need it.
Listen, and I know a lot of people in Houston feel the same way here. Run up the score. Run up the score.
Hell yeah, run it up.
Run it up. I as I said to DJ, 70 burger? Huh? Are you going to puss out like Mike McDaniel did earlier this year when he had a chance? Wait, was it Mike McDaniel? Hang on. Mike McDaniel was on the receiving end of that, right?
I think it was last year.
There was a
Last
team
year.
that had a chance at 70 last year, and they didn't go for it. Maybe it was 2 years ago. You're right. I think it was against Russell Wilson and the Broncos.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, they had a chance to go for 70. They pushed out. You can't do that.
Yeah,
I'll come in. I'll demand D'Amico Ryans be fired on Monday if they don't run up the score on the Cowboys.
Wait. Okay. If they
I'll do
have
it
the-
sarcastically. By
if
the
they
way.
have the opportunity to run up the score and they don't, right?
Yeah, then we'll be more upset.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
I won't be upset. I'll be annoyed.
You'll be disappointed.
Just on a real note.
No,
Well,
look,
annoyed.
look. Even if Davis Mills
Run
is
up the
in because
score.
you're up by 60, I want to see Davis Mills throwing that ball to John Mechie and Xavier Hutchinson with J.J. Taylor or whoever running the ball.
Hey.
Like, put some points up here.
Hey,
Run it up.
someone's texting in. We're gonna give this to the Texans as bulletin board material. Dallas by 2 touchdowns. Damn.
My gosh.
He said, "Wish in one hand, crap in the other."